Protoss. In every circumstance. So they eliminated horizontal spawns pretty quickly. Which is why I'm confused as to why Hurricane is going horizontal with his probe. Because he should know that his opponent cannot be there. So I think it is more likely that Hurricane means to proxy. Given how far this is from his opponent, I'm going to guess that this is going to be proxy blink or proxy DTs. It's not logical for him to proxy a Stargate there. So yeah, it is going to be a proxy. And Zess is not going to find out about this for a while, as he is not proxying it in the main. Did you get what you needed?
Yes.
Okay. So, what can you tell us about Hurricane then? Other than it is a natural disaster.
Yes, he's a natural disaster, commonly caused by weather patterns of cold air fronts and warm air fronts meeting together in tropical areas, which has caused great devastation when landfalling, and can manifest it on the Fujita scale, 1 through 5, and 5 is usually very destructive, although it actually is a bridge between the Mach system and the other system that I forgot the name of.
Mach? How does a speed system play into...
The system is designed by the speed of the winds.
Ah, okay. Interesting.
Yeah. Anyways, moving on to actual StarCraft relevant knowledge that you people use in the walk of your life, Hurricane is a not terribly notable, but as compared to some other more famous players, but also nonetheless very accomplished Korean Grandmaster, is noted as the #1 person as longest in the King of the Hill unofficial world champion title holder, in that he defeated the previous one in a tournament and held it for longer than any other player at 142 days, which is 40-something days longer than the previous MMA. And previously was known as Tyr, or Tear, depending on the pronunciation, but changed his name, and is a much more menacing player now.
So, it will be a Twilight Council to start, and he has not sent his probe back, so it's gonna be DTs. Zest has scouted his base. He sees you have 1 pylon. Where is your other pylon? And probably your 3rd. So you should at least have 2, and probably 3. Where is it, Hurricane? So he's going around the base.
Where is it? It's gone with the wind.
Oh, the double punnage.
I just won that one so totally.
Oh, that one was good. Okay.
He's commenting on Hurricane. They said it's gone with the wind.
Oh, man.
I just stopped the entire cast for about a minute.
Oh.
No such tomfoolery.
I want to see what happens if we can get the 3 of us casting again around Valentine's Day next year. That would be interesting. This is already quite entertaining. It's going to be a Stargate from Zest, and traditionally Twilight beats Stargate, but that is traditionally. That does not apply in Heart of the Storm with the same level of guarantee. In the old Wings of Liberty, it was like rock, paper, scissors. Basically, Robo beat Twilight, Twilight beat Stargate, and Stargate beat Robo. And you'd pick one. Now, there were some other things that you could do, but to sort of increase your odds, as it were. Yeah, that's basically how most of your PvPs used to play out. And while it's not exactly that way anymore, there's still a certain amount of advantage by going Stargate, especially when you go like this. So basically, Zest says to himself, I think I know you've proxied, rather, and I think you proxied a Stargate. So, I'm going to anticipate that you're going to send an Oracle at me, and I'm going to open Phoenix. The problem is, it's Twilight. So, he doesn't have the Oracle that he needs for detection. Given his Stargate open, he actually makes a second and third Phoenix. So, he is not going to have detection for a while, unless he throws down a Robo or a Forge immediately. Which it does not look like he plans on doing anytime soon. So, essentially what we have here is DTs will be walking into into Zest's base from Hurricane in approximately 2 minutes, and he may not have detection. Now, with these Phoenixes, he might realize that it has to be DTs, so he might rush for detection as soon as this Phoenix gets inside Hurricane's base. He sees a Stalker. He sees a second Stalker. The 2 Stalkers already might tip him off. Oh, no, never mind. 2 Stalkers is completely normal. If he sees a third Stalker, he might think, oh, it's Blink, and then he know that there's Twilight to be worried about. Actually, I think, yeah, he should know now that it's DTs because he sees only one Stargate, so he knows it cannot be Blink. And he's seen no Oracle, so he knows it wasn't Stargate. So basically, it's like, well, you must have some tech by now, and since it's not in your base, and the window for Stargate has closed, I probably need detection. So Zest should be looking to get some form of detection right now. No. I guess he is only Terran, as you would say. He's gonna see the expansion at 6 minutes, and I feel like that's not good.
I mean, you could just say he's only Terran, but I mean, he is pro toss. So we have to have higher expectations.
Are you sure you didn't sleep? Well,
I'm gathering in the energy to perk up now, eventually, and crash and burn later, so...
Okay. So those DTs will be walking into his base in about a minute. He's seen the proxy pylon, so that should really be a telltale sign. He has canceled... Oh, no, never mind. He is still going to go through with that expansion. Which, I mean... Yeah. Either way works. He just needs detection at the end of the day. I mean, if he can get a sentry out, that would also suffice in terms of buying him time. Okay, there we go. He's gotten his Oracle. And he's throwing down his robotics bay. So, I mean, he's realized the situation after seeing that proxy pylon. I mean, there are other things it could have been without... technically, it could have been, like, Tempest Rush. It could have been a Tempest Rush coming from, like, over here. Technically, based on what he saw. But, really, GT's is the expected answer. And especially with that proxy pylon, it's like, okay, it must be DTs. The location confirms it. He does get his detection out at a reasonable time, before DTs can hit, unless they're like super rushed, which is economically bad. So he's looking for these Dark Templar, but none have revealed themselves yet. And I think these phoenixes are just gonna go harass again.
Funny, the dark coloration on the ground kind of looks like creep.
The stalkers are poking out, and these phoenix are just taking a little bit of shield damage, nothing to worry about. It's a second sentry out, and he's thrown down 2 more gateways behind his expansion, so he should be capable of defending, provided he has a yes, he does have a photon overcharge, as he should. The expansion for Hurricane is going. He's gonna lose a couple probes because his stalkers are not back at home, but I mean, against phoenixes you're always going to lose a certain number of probes. It's just that with phoenixes, because it costs energy, it's
are rather numerous.
Yeah, basically you want to get cannons, but you can theoretically produce probes faster than the photon overcharge, or than the
Photon beams.
yeah, can kill them. There is a DT in his base, so he got hit with the DT while he was microing his phoenixes. Photon overcharge goes down at the natural to ward off the stalkers that are chipping away at his natural. He's looking for that DT, but oh, there it is. So you guys can see it. And we'll turn the other camera on. Now Zest should be able to see it with ease, as his observer has just popped out. And he doesn't have anything to kill it with. Okay, he gets his own zealots and loses both his sentries. Kind of sloppy, but I mean, whatever. So Hurricane has done a good job with these DTs, all things considered. He's costed just a good a good amount of mining time in having to pull the probes and whatnot. He's lost some probes of his own, but overall it's gone okay. This DT is going to die, but it's indirectly paid for itself, helping to force a photon overcharge, pulling probes, etc., etc., etc. This Oracle is kind of the Oracle and Phoenixes are trying to balance out the equation, but I would say that well, that depends what this. Okay, there are no probes here, so it's okay. Hurricane is still committing to more stalkers, and he wants to go for more aggression. I don't know if that's a smart idea.